Here we have an Apex clutch system. Apex is our latest conventional clutch system. This is not an auto clutch. This is a conventional clutch and a performance clutch. This is for a Triumph TF250X. So if you got your hands on a new Triumph model, you have a pretty awesome machine there. We're excited to see Triumph entering the space and doing good out there in racing. But they do have some kinks to be worked out on the clutch side of things. So we're going to go through how the Apex can help that and improve your clutch, whether you have a Triumph or whether you have any other machine. So you open the box, first of all, you're going to see your inspection certification. It's going to be hand filled out, who inspected it, who packaged it, when it was packaged. That's just so that you know and understand that this is being done carefully. Every step of the process has quality control. It's all done in-house in Boise, Idaho in our facility. And it's not done elsewhere, off-site, anything like that. All your safety information and detailed instructions. We really pride ourselves on providing detailed instructions so that you can do this in your garage if you choose to, and your user's guide as well. But, I mean, there are schematics, photos, detailed tips, warnings, everything in between. You have your product registration to make sure you can get that registered so that we know who you are, what you got, so that we can give you service even better. And detailed schematic of all the individual parts so that you can order replacement parts if needed when things get worn out, which would take a long time on this Apex clutch. Now, beyond that, you have your clutch cover, bill of machine, hard anodized. Looks awesome, adds a little bit of strength, adds a slight bit of more room for some to keep that oil flowing into the clutch and keep that clutch cool. Now here we have the meat of the clutch system. So I'm going to open up the bag here, get into this. So this is the pressure plate, proprietary pressure plate, all of our personal engineered own design. It has a lot of extra oil flow. Oil flow is the name of the game, so you'll see slots at each location, large openings here, reliefs down in the center here, only as much as needed to retain strength for this pressure plate and to retain the springs and everything, but the rest of it we're going to want to keep as open as possible without compromising strength, because oil is what keeps your clutch alive, it's what keeps it working well, and oil flow is what keeps the heat away, and heat is the enemy of the clutch. Included in the Apex system is our TorqDrive clutch pack. Now these are our friction discs. A lot of people don't know that we actually manufacture our own friction discs in-house as well. As far as I know, we're the only power sports clutch manufacturer that does that, so we have an entire assembly line that is taking these steel plates, adding the glue. We're cutting out our specific proprietary design of the friction pad for the out of the friction paper, gluing those on. I mean, these are all even made in-house, and they are thinner, much thinner than a standard friction plate. It's almost hard to even see on the camera, they're so thin. So that is kind of the secret behind our TorqDrive friction plates, is that we take the normal height of your clutch stack and we add more friction discs than OEM to fit in that same clutch stack. And what that does is that increases the torque capacity and allows you to transfer more power that your engine is already making, but allows you to transfer that to the rear wheel more effectively and more efficiently. So the more friction discs are in there, the more torque and power capability it has of transferring that through to your rear wheel where it needs to be and where you're going to feel it. We also, like I said, the pad design is also proprietary and part of the TorqDrive benefit, and that is the result of quite a bit of testing and design work, R&D, to come up with a design that also contributes to improved oil flow, long life, things like that. Moving on, we have our drive plates. Obviously they do not go in one stack of an order. You'll follow the instructions when you stack these into your clutch actually, but our drive plates are also proprietary design, kind of what we call internally the shark fin design. That's part of some of our clutch systems, including this Apex clutch system. And these are designed to work in conjunction specifically with those TorqDrive friction plates, including the thickness and everything. And there is a specific direction to install these in, because one side is more rounded, you'll notice, the other side is sharper. So there is a specific direction to install these, so make sure that you're looking at the manual. Now, this is the highlight of the Apex clutch system. This is called our fixed pin hub. Now, this is a proprietary hub design that we actually developed. It stemmed from working with Star Yamaha and developing more than a season, several seasons of developing a clutch system that is conducive to high performance, can hold increased performance or stock performance, and is incredibly durable. The goal was to make this as durable as possible. So what you have is a billet aluminum base that is also hard anodized like the rest of our pieces. You'll notice that there is excessive oil flow drilled throughout here. So this hub is actually the hub itself, and the OEM Triumph system is kind of the weak point of that system. And there's been reports of some poor oil flow contributing to excessive heat in the clutch, sometimes premature friction failure, things like that. Like I said, heat is the enemy of the clutch, so you want to have as much oil flow as possible, and this is designed for that. Lots of ports for oil flow, not only here, but in here. And what you'll notice is that each one of these pins is a steel and coated pin, so they are fixed, hence the name fixed pin. They are machined so that they're fixed and retained with this plate, specifically in the pin. So it may look similar to something like what KTM has used in the past with their floating pins that insert into there. But this was refined and designed and improved a little bit to even upgrade the durability from that. So this is all a billet machined piece, has these pins. These pins are technically replaceable and removable if needed, but like I said, this is designed to be incredibly durable, so we don't anticipate you would be doing that anytime soon. Beyond the fixed pin hub, you'll notice you have two sets of springs in here, two different colors. So the color indicates the spring rate, the amount of stiffness, if you will. So what you can do is, there's three different spring options. You can run all red for a specific stiffness, all gold for another stiffness, or you can do three of each in rotating order, and that'll be notated in the instructions and everything as well, so you can make the right decision and achieve the right clutch feel and exactly how you want it, specific to your preference, your bike, any modifications that you have, etc. Outside of that, another added piece of durability. These are our steel basket sleeves. So if you're running the stock clutch basket, what you can do, we provide these with every single kit, and these are steel pieces that slide right in between the basket tangs. They slide right in between the basket tangs, and your friction plates will slide into here and ride on this steel surface instead of on the aluminum surface, which can get soft, and that's when you get that notching that you end up with in your basket tangs. So those help prevent the notching and help improve the life of your clutch system as well. Also comes with a new lock washer when you're putting that hub on. So that is our Apex clutch system for the Triumph TF250X. To find more Apex applications, head to Rekluse.com, or to see the rest of our clutch systems and clutch accessories, give us a follow.